Now children, in this video we will study about a very important term, ionization enthalpy or energy, often expressed even as ionization potential. I should say its symbol is delta IH right now. I'm saying symbol because what does H stand for and all? This is a part of thermodynamics chapter, we'll take up later. Or we call it IE in short. Now, so what is this? This is the amount of energy required to pull out the most loosely bonded electron from a neutral, isolated, gaseous atom such that it gets converted into a cation, gaseous cation. I repeat, the amount of energy required to pull out an electron, the most loosely bonded electron from a neutral, isolated, gaseous atom such that it gets converted into a gaseous cation. So you had any gaseous element, right? Here M stands for metal, it can be any element. You provided energy, you supplied energy, and it got converted into a gaseous cation, and we call this ionization potential or ionization enthalpy or ionization energy. Electron was taken out. A gaseous atom, energy provided, to which we call IE, and it converted this atom into a gaseous cation. Electron was removed. The electron which gets removed is always the most loosely bonded electron. Now, suppose I had a gaseous atom, I supplied energy, it required energy, I had supplied, it got converted into a gaseous cation of the type M+. Electron gone out. So I can call it first IE or first ionization enthalpy. Now, if it is there, again I supplied energy. Now again the electron which comes out is now the most loosely bonded electron, and now it got converted into N2+. So this is again a cation, but in the gaseous state, both the side gaseous state, electron got out. Maybe again I supplied energy. Whatever amount of energy was required, I supplied. And from this gaseous cation, it got converted to M3+, gaseous cation, electron was given out. So in first state, we call it first IEP or first IE. In second case, second IE. And in third case, third IE. Now children, how are the values related? The electron which comes out first will definitely be the most loosely bound, the most loosely bonded. So amount of energy required for that will be, out of these three, the lowest. So this will be the lowest. Second, that will come out, which is as compared to the first one, less loosely bound. So that will require more energy. Second time I have to provide more energy. Third, which will come out, will be further less loosely bound. So we'll be requiring more energy. Less loosely bound means more tightly bound. So we'll be requiring more energy. So out of these three energies, IE1, E2, E3, the first one is the lowest, and as the value increases, IE2, IE3, the value increases. This point you will note down. Then comes what will be its unit? Ultimate its energy. So kilojoule per mole. It's for IE or which is ionization enthalpy, or this is ionization energy. If it is for IP, children, normally it is expressed in terms of electron volt. Actually, truly speaking, what is IP? Ionization potential. It is the voltage at which the ionization of a gaseous atom occurs, means that gets converted into a gaseous cation. Or in simple words, it's the voltage at which the ionization of a gaseous atom occurs. Numerically, the value is same as that of ionization enthalpy or energy. That is why you often come across for this the term ionization potential. So for IP, it was measured in terms of electron volt, and we know 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6, simple value, into 10 to the power minus 19 joules, or 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 22 kilojoules. First I am explaining you these points which you need to have in your notes. That was their children. So first IP will always be the lowest, because for first IP means the first electron which will come out will be the most loosely bound electron. Hence it will require the least energy. Second which will come out will be, now the less loosely bound means a little more tightly bound as compared to the first one. So naturally more energy is required. Third will be further less loosely bound, means further more tightly bound. So naturally more energy will be required. So I hope this point is clear to you, that first IE will always be the lowest, and as it goes on, I2, I3, the values go on increasing. That was one point you needed to know. Then children, its trend in a group top to bottom, because size increases. So it is easy for us to pull out electron, because normally the electron which comes out is what? From the outermost shell. So if the size is increasing, means outermost shell is much far from the nucleus, less force of attraction, you can easily take out the electron. So IP will decrease. That's why the arrow is made this way. Top to bottom in a group, IP or IE decreases. In a period when you move from left to right, we know size decreases. We have studied in the last class, the last video. So when size decreases means electrons are more under the influence of nucleus, strong force of attraction, more tightly held, difficult to take out electron, hence IP increases, IE increases. So I repeat, in a group top to bottom, it decreases. Since it decreases, so I did not make arrow this way, it will be wrong. Means above the value is higher, as you move downwards the value goes on decreasing. Then in the period, it increases as you move from left to right, because the size, it increases because the size decreases. Why so? Concept should be known to you. So this was there children, few factors, few points which I had to explain in this video. I will have to have one more video for this to explain these factors, and then take you further for IP. I think I should stop here, because otherwise it becomes very long.